Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest.
Good morning. Happy Sunday from the Johnsons. 2.0. So we're on our way to get the week started like we like to do. Cedar Ridge, always about it. Even King got to get his training on. So yeah, Sunday is usually the day since Sabbath is passed. And by the way, happy Sabbath. Was a happy Sabbath with all of y'all. We had such a great time with everybody online and at home. Sabbath was cold, but it's time to get back to work. We got a bunch of court dates coming up, and I'll be representing myself at this point. I don't need no lawyers. Yeah, Kim Cooks and Frederick Reese and the Sherazade LLC. Those are my new targets.
Alright, what up y'all? Planet of Fakes Hollywood. And this video is Jaguar Wright. She speaks of this Judge Kim Cook that allegedly did some awful things to her in order to keep her from her 18-year-old son. I believe the last child she has. Remember, her other son, Giovanni Jolly, basically was shot at a dice game. So check this out. Jaguar Wright versus Judge Jim Cook. With that being said, what you heard and saw was the content. For additional content, click the link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, visit my community wall, and if you have time, go to www.amore-eka.com/TV. That's our Planet of Fakes too. We are the new umbrella. Planet Up.
What types of drugs do you use and how often? Who comes to your house? Do they use drugs?
So have one of those real serious
conversations.
Then you know, CPS catches you up because they'll ask you, have you ever used drugs? Have you ever smoked marijuana? And the person will say yes, and it may be when they were 15 and they're now 50. So they use it against them.
So what should they say to that?
You definitely want to be honest with your background, but when it comes to trying to find people who could possibly take your children, in the event that they're taken from you, you want to know what type of lifestyle they live, who comes to their house, and the people who come to their house if they have criminal records, because CPS won't place if there's certain criminal records, and then also the income. Do you have sufficient income to take my child if I'm not able to help you? Do you have the space? You have to ask these difficult questions and find someone that you can put in place in the event something happens.
We're talking about what happens to your children, and we're talking about putting safeguards in place because you never know when you may become a subject or target of CPS. Your child goes to school with a bruise on, or if your child, for whatever, seeks out trying to get attention, or whatever may be in your family, who will get custody of that child? You wouldn't want them to go to foster care, so CPS can place them with a relative, a grandmother, or so and so. So we're talking about how to vet that person. It's almost like looking to see if I will pass away, who would receive my children.
Yes.
But it's a little bit different because you're talking about CPS. They're going to scrutinize it and vet that person, investigate that person. Some people don't want to go into that scrutiny.
They don't, and then you got to make sure that that person can meet the child's needs and protect the child. So you really need to know who you're dealing with before you ask for the children to be placed.
And when you talk about that, in 2019, we've had record less number of kids being taken into foster care because now they understand our policies. We're not going to remove children for certain things. There's things you can do within the home to keep the family intact. And so because of that, and the policies we put in place, now they're understanding it, and the district attorneys who are in our court are telling their clients, CPS, the judge's policy is this, this, and this. Don't file this. We're not removing this. Think of some other options. And I think we've done a great thing. We're keeping families together.
It is. And it's important. We're trying to make sure that they move more towards how can we help them, the children stay at home, because it's traumatic when children have to be snatched up from their home. How can they stay at home with their family and their services provided? Because ultimately, if we're truly trying to help the family and truly trying to help the parents or rehabilitate them, they can do the services at home. They can go to drug treatment at home. They can go to counseling at home. They can have a therapist come to the home.
So as long as you're saying, as long as they're participating in the rehabilitation
Yes. Right.
of the family, then as judges, you're saying, okay, we're going to look at that. It's no longer, okay, you are out of bounds here, so I'm going to take your children. No,
Right.
you can do this on an outpatient basis, or you can go to therapy,
Yes.
or you can go to family therapy to work it out and keep the family together. Because I think once, and this is what people fail to realize, once children are taken out of the home, and it may seem like that's one time that happened when that person was young, but that stays with them as they become adults. That's the part becomes a part of family history, and it becomes very horrific in that family when that happens, where the child may want to come back, can't get back. Now that child is growing up, where that family relationship has been severed. So I really commend you as far as taking a stance on trying to keep families together, because it's not. I know it's not popular, because there's some people that need their children taken away
That's
from
true.
them. There's some people
That
like
is
you should.
true. That is true.
You should be like never be able to help children. I definitely understand that, but I like the fact that you're able to separate the wheat from the corn.
Yes.
And so you're able to see what works and what needs to be reached to. And that takes thinking out of the box.
And like I said, the stats show it. Greg Abbott just
Planet of the Fakes Hollywood and Pig Star HH News. Judge Kim Cooks has been running and winning her seat in the George C. Allen courthouse now for years, and in my opinion unfairly so. This woman has destroyed more families than any of us can count. And yet her campaign always runs on putting families together. What a joke. My sister Lachelle Wright #LalaFun45 confessed to me that she perjured herself on the stand, and that her and my son at Von Cruz were coached to lie by my ex-husband Sam Odom on the stand so I would lose custody of my child, while I was fighting for my name and my freedom in Chicago, for charges that I did not commit. Kim Cooks, last time I heard, suborning perjury in a court proceeding is against the law, but you should know that because you're a judge. Good luck to you on this next election. I think you're gonna lose, honey. And, to the Sherazad LLC, whether you're located in Chicago or Dallas, I'm going to prove you're all liars and frauds. So yeah, we got a busy week this week. It's time to take some people off of benches and put some in in jail. Start fucking these criminals off like they do in other countries they don't want you to know about. I heard a guy say one time on the radio, in some other countries the government is afraid of the people, but in America the people are afraid of the government. I think he was right. I'm here to offer some support. May everything that was thrown at you fall by the wayside, and the sticks and stones thrown at you be used to render your enemies immobile. For if more than one on earth agrees, so shall it be. Thank you very, very, very much. Go to www.amor-ica.com. We the best.
Taken from her. The only other son she got is Sam, who was taken from her 4 years ago, and they didn't give her custody due to she was in jail, which got dismissed because she was innocent. But she roughly spent about 4 months there. And I'm gonna do a video on the judge. Wait till y'all see the judge. A hot dot pocket. The judge is a hot dot pocket black woman. So Talib Kweli could save all that black woman shit, that black people shit. They're celebrities. They're taking oaths to not even be considered black. You understand what I'm saying? So Talib, you lost a lot of points. I'm not a fan of him anyway. I think he had one song just to get by. Besides that, I don't know who's really checking for him. People gave him props because he wasn't gang kill him up, but it seems like he got some gangster in him. Let's get into this. Y'all chilling with the real king of content, the man that made up the term. King and queens, you understand? There's kings of content and there's queens of content. You see some in the chat. This is talking about custody. child support
So,
order.
right, what's up, y'all? Good morning. I got so many pots that I'm stirring, you know? So, I've just been kind of retracing my footsteps of everybody that's been trying to mess me over these past couple of years. And one of my targets that I announced was Judge Kim Cooks down George C. Allen Family Court. Now, when I called down there, they tried to pretend like the bitch ain't even worked there.
I'm gonna show y'all the judge, y'all.
Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just picking up my food from Fuel City. But, you know, don't nobody in this whole county like that bitch. Everybody hate her. But see, because she being protected by her rabbis, you know what I mean? She like to act a fool. Like, me and my brother-in-law don't get along, but I already know he would most definitely confirm the fact that this hoe pulled a gun out on him in court. Now, my brother-in-law was in the courtroom working as a bailiff, right? Because he's a sheriff, right? My brother-in-law, DJ Chopper, Charles Johnson, got a gun pulled on him by Judge Kim Cooks in the courtroom. And people know this, but you know what I mean? Everybody like to get funny because her rabbi's so hot. So I figure the best way to move Kim Cooks around is to move her rabbi around because I'm coming for him. See, y'all real messy. Thank you, Ma. You gotta get the alert that tell him it's good. This is Fuel City in Cedar Hill. This is the one. This is the good. Well, I won't say the good, but this is like not as crazy as downtown. Will you tell them to come and see you? It's on a. You just gotta say, yeah. Tell them to come and visit But you want to threaten to beat people up? That's all right, Kim. I got that footage. We getting it cleaned up right now because the train was going by. But as soon as we cancel that noise out, everybody gonna hear you threatening to beat me up. Everybody gonna hear you threatening to do all kinds of stuff, and I told you to bring it on. 804 Clement Drive. See, it's right around the corner. From the restaurant where you be fucking that nigga in the parking lot at night, and you don't think nobody know what your goofy fucking ass, Kim. Limit the throttle, bitch. I could just come to your door, but instead, I'm inviting you to mine. You need to stop fucking around and see the hill and think that don't nobody know what you're doing. And how the fuck you expect nobody not to know what the fuck you're doing when you got a goddamn Mercedes Benz with Potfs on it? Like, bitch, if you want crazy, at least have the decency to fucking try to cover that shit up. You a grown ass fucking woman fucking in the motherfucking parking lot, bitch. What's wrong with you? You supposed to be a family court judge? You need to be worried about your own shit. You need to be worried about your own fucking son. So I heard be messing around with boys at the school. That's what I heard, allegedly. He be messing around with some of the boys at the school. Maybe he's confused about what he needs to be because you so fucking confused, bitch. You fuck with my family, I'm coming for your fucking neck. Like I said, you wanna fight me? Next time you go screwing off with that nigga around the corner at the CDL Red Center. Just drive around the corner, it's right around the corner.
Shut up.
If you want, we can have a neutral ground, Kim. Perjury. You know what that means. You went to college, Kim. Suborned perjury. Now my son is dead, so he can't testify to the fact that he lied. But somebody needs to drag Michelle Wright back down to George C. Allen. She came here to lie. Somebody need to bring her ass back to tell the truth because my son is being held hostage by a bunch of fucking maniacs. Fuck you, Kim Cooks.
Who remember that video I showed of the woman in the cemetery with the beads over her deceased husband and showing you the other rights? That's Michelle Wright.
Out that bitch, and I got your rabbi by the nuts. You don't even know it.
And she's related to Jaguar Wright, who got shot in the back of his head by his father. So they all related, y'all. Yup, they all related.
Don't even know he's sloppy as fuck. And don't nobody want neither one of y'all motherfuckers in power here in Dallas motherfucking County. You're a betrayer of women. Your boss, your rabbi, he Jeffrey Epstein, and you his girlfriend. Goofy bitch, how the fuck you gonna be creeping around and shit? And you got the cooks all over you like y'all motherfuckers is goofy as fuck down here. I'll tell you that. Or maybe you just so used to getting away with murder that you don't even bother to try to clean your shit up. Welcome to the jungle, bitch. Either they know or don't care. I'm fucking depressed.
All right.
Welcome to the jungle, Kim. You about to meet a real enemy. Her name is Jaguar. Fuck you, bro.
Alright, so y'all heard that, right? Y'all saw the judge. And she's a thotty. She a thot. Judge thot. Screw it in the parking lot. Park in the parking lot. You know she'll quick to jump for some celebrity.
Come outside and speak to your mother.
I'm right here. I'm right here speaking with you.
Call the police. Honey, do you got 911 on the phone?
Everything is perfectly fine.
No, it isn't because I have all the conversations recorded. I have every last conversation recorded.
I'm perfect.
Every last conversation recorded.
I'm perfect.
Then you can come outside and speak to your mother.
You're already outside.
I'm already.
So then why can't you walk over here and meet
No.
your stepfather?
No.
Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his stepfather?
Jackie.
Why can't he meet his stepfather, Tina?
911.
Why can't he meet his stepfather?
I can definitely talk with him.
Well, then go and meet your stepfather.
No, you stay here.
No, he doesn't stay anywhere.
Yes, he does.
He's 18 years old. You don't tell him what to do. Go meet your stepfather.
I'm closing my door, Jackie.
You better take your hands off of me,
Hello,
Tina.
I like to call the
You
police.
better not put your hands on me. This woman just put her hands on me.
I did.
Please, 911, come here. She's crazy. She's a schizophrenic. She won't let my son out the house. She just outside.
I'm perfectly fine.
Come outside and speak to your mother.
I'm right here. I'm right here speaking with you.
Call the police. Honey, do you got 911 on the phone?
Everything is perfectly fine.
No, it isn't because I have all the conversations recorded. I have every last conversation recorded.
I'm perfect.
Every last conversation recorded.
I'm perfect.
Then you can come outside and speak to your mother.
You're already outside.
I'm already.
So then why can't you walk over here and meet
No.
your stepfather?
No.
Why can't he meet his stepfather? Why can't he meet his stepfather?
Jackie.
Why can't he meet his stepfather, Tina?
911.
Why can't he meet his stepfather?
I can definitely talk with him.
Well, then go and meet your stepfather.
No, you stay here.
No, he doesn't stay anywhere.
Yes, he does.
He's 18 years old. You don't tell him what to do. Go meet your stepfather.
I'm closing my door, Jackie.
You better take your hands off of me,
Hello,
Tina.
I like to call the
You better not put your hands on me. This woman just put her hands on me.
I do.
Please, 911, come here. She's crazy. She's a schizophrenic. She won't let my son out the house. She just... My business what I do.
Now look, you can get into some overtime. What up, y'all? Planet of the Fakes, king of content. Thank you for looking at my video. And also, I need y'all to basically follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is it ain't even POTF. It's just planet_of_the fakes. Planet_of_the fakes. Subscribe to all my channels too. Mainly Planet of the Fakes, Umbrella Corp, POTFS, Planet of the Fakes Women Group, Planet of the Fakes 4KDZ, and make sure you like us on Facebook. Just put POTFS Global News. Thanks for watching our video, and definitely make sure you visit www.amordachica.com/TV, and that's basically where you see thousands of videos on our website, unflaggable, uncopyrightable. You could be there too. Just get your content together. King of content, queens of content, Planet of the Fakes too. We are a platform. With that being said, what you heard and saw was the content. For additional content, click the link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, visit my community wall, and if you have time, go to www.amordachica.com/TV. That's our Planet of the Fakes too. We are the new umbrella, Planet of. And I wanted to bring some things to your attention. Oh, you know I'm going to follow that. You know I'm going to follow that. I'm going to follow that. Oh, I'm definitely going to follow that. I'm following that. I'm following that. Following that. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, 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 skip. Oh, I'm following that. 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 Oh, I'm following that. I'm following